How are we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now, on today's show, we're going to take a look at the back pages. Quite a lot going on in the world of football and a possible new manager for Spurs. Last piece of news involves Arsenal because reports are suggesting that Daniel Ek is about to make his second bid to buy the club.
I represent my fucking self.
How are we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place, we're going to start at the back pages and what is going on in the world of football. And the bit of breaking news from yesterday was the possible new manager for Spurs, Paulo Fonseca. You have to excuse me if somebody, don't know who he is. But he was actually the Roma manager. The guy that got kicked out. So Jose Mourinho, who got kicked out of Spurs, could then go and take over. Only Spurs, seriously. His track record, looking at it, it's not great. Even his playing career, I know that doesn't really define a manager. You only have to look at somebody like Arsene Wenger. Didn't have a great didn't have a great playing career, but yet go and look at him in a managerial sense. Completely different. So yeah, it's not that I care because, I don't really care about Spurs. But, yes, be met with bemusement, shall we say. And when you're looking at the social pages, a lot of Spurs fans are scratching their head. They've gone from Conte to this guy. It's like polar opposites, parallel universes. It's just absolutely mental. Daily Mail, I'm going to get into a couple of stories from them, and they're saying that Manchester City are expected to raise more than £70 million through the sale of fringe players this summer to fund moves for Tottenham's Harry Kane and Jack Grealish. They signed both of them, my word. Arsenal are in talks to sell both Granit Xhaka and Hector Bellerin as they look to raise funds to make a summer move for Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves. Now look at the two differences between those two. It's where we are right now, isn't it? Ralph Hasenhüttl has revealed Southampton have held talks with Liverpool over keeping Takumi Minamino at the club next season, despite Jurgen Klopp claiming his time will come with the Reds. The Daily Telegraph go on to say that Erling Haaland is believed to be interested in a move to Chelsea if the European champions can find a way of negotiating a deal with Borussia Dortmund, either for this summer or next. Oh God, man, I just can't imagine if he went there. Brentford are on the verge of becoming the first Premier League club to refuse to take a knee next season. Be interesting to see the reasoning behind that. Nicola Sturgeon, it's a really random headline here, but has been accused of undermining her own cautious coronavirus approach after it emerged football fans attending Euro 2020 games in Glasgow will undergo the most lenient COVID checks of any host stadium in Europe. Yeah, interesting. The Times as well. England's Euro 2020 group games will be the first sporting events in the UK to use vaccine passports for supporters to gain access. There you go. So if you haven't had a vaccine, you're going to need to have one. Wow. Chelsea will consider offers for Callum Hudson-Odoi as Bayern Munich renew their interest. It's an interesting one. Daily Mirror have said that Tottenham have made it clear to Manchester City that they will not accept a cash plus player deal for Harry Kane. Kylian Mbappe claims he is content with the situation at PSG as his contract continues to wind down in the French capital. A year left on his contract, my word. Can you imagine if PSG losing for nothing? Absolutely mental. Daily Express, Italy manager Roberto Mancini has told defender Emerson to leave Chelsea due to the lack of game time and find a club where he can play an important role. Unai Emery is proving to be a constant thorn in the side of Arsenal fans as he appears to be mounting a move for Gunners fullback Hector Bellerin. I don't know what thorn anyone's putting in our side for that. We'll actually be praising him and saying thank you. Yeah, simple. Leeds are set to be offered to pay RB Leipzig £18 million for the permanent transfer of John Kevin Augustin, even though the forward now plays for Nantes. Yeah, it's going to be a big sign if they get that one on the permanent. The Daily Star, Liverpool have reportedly made a £28.5 million bid for Roma midfielder Lorenzo Pellegrini to replace the departed Wijnaldum. So, yeah, everyone seems to be making loads of moves, but at the moment it just seems like loads and loads and loads of rumours rather than anything concrete. But I think maybe that's because a lot of players are on holidays or there's the Euros and everything else. But I guess we'll find out a little bit more, you know, as time goes on. So there we go. Now the next piece of news involves Arsenal, and reports are suggesting yesterday that Spotify owner Daniel Ek looks set to increase his bid to buy Arsenal to over £2 billion. 3 weeks ago, the 38-year-old Swede confirmed his initial offer of £1.8 billion had been rejected by club owner Stan Kroenke. Despite the rejection, Ek confirmed he remained interested in buying a club, and it is understood the billionaire Arsenal fan is now preparing to increase his offer to over £2 billion. Stan Kroenke's position, though, has remained unchanged. He and his son Josh released a statement at the end of April saying they remain 100% committed to Arsenal and are not selling any stake in the club. It's weird, isn't it, really? Because surely something is being told to Daniel Ek for him to keep coming back and making these, you know, offers. We're in the space of 3 weeks, he's gone from 1.8 to over 2. I think Arsenal's worth under 2 billion, so he'd be paying over the odds. And when you look at it, it's, does he keep going and to the point where Stan Kroenke can't refuse anymore? Because that's, you know, the way it likely will happen, and you're going to get rid of him. But I honestly don't know. I honestly don't think that you're going to get rid of Stan Kroenke that easy. I think maybe if you went in there with 2.5 billion or something like that, then maybe you could get the job done. But just at the moment, I can't see it. I honestly can't see it. And I think there's a lot of Arsenal fans as well that feel the same. And, you know, it's not worth worrying about because you don't think it's actually going to happen. I can't see Stan Kroenke selling. I genuinely can't. But then when you see that, you know, what's been said by them and how they're going to, you know, be excited and all these different things that they've said to the fans and everything. When you look at it in the cold light of day, it's like, what's there to be excited about? We're going to be more excited when it's announced that they've sold the club than we ever will have in the whole time that they've been owners of this club. That says everything you need to know about Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke, etc., etc. Because they've done nothing. They've genuinely done nothing for this club, honestly. And it bores me to death to talk about it. But it is what it is. We'll wait and see whether this bid does come in. And we'll wait and see what the response is. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.